Welcome to today's video. It's gonna be an interesting one because I'm about to launch a GoHighLevel video series and you are actually watching the very first episode of it. It's gonna be a short one. I am just going to summarize who am I and why I feel like I'm qualified to talk about GoHighLevel and what you will learn along this journey, because I'm expecting a lot of videos. It's gonna be a very long series since GoHighLevel has quite some functions. So let's start with who am I and why you should listen to me at all about GoHighLevel. So in the past 2.5 years, I have been living and breathing GoHighLevel every single day. I have built multiple agency accounts. I have built a SaaS level, a software as a service level, GoHighLevel account for a specific language in a specific country. So that was quite interesting. And I have been working with a lot of creators, info product owners especially, and service-based businesses. I have also managed and handled multiple dozens of launches as an agency. Some of those launches have been multiple 5 figures. So I have quite some knowledge about how to manage campaigns and how to use different functions within GoHighLevel. Also actively using it in my agency. I'm also working with agencies who are making over 100K plus per month. Also working with either content creators, people who have info products, or local businesses and having functions like Google reviews and such, but I'm going to go deep into that. And if this wasn't enough, I also just recently passed a couple of months ago the GoHighLevel certified program. So now I can call myself a GoHighLevel expert. It was quite funny because I just literally did it because of the badge, because I'm already building much more complex systems for 2 years now at this point. Now let's turn over to why I think GoHighLevel is literally superior to any other online marketing or sales or funnel building platform that's out there right now in the market. These are pretty bold claims, so I'm always very nervous when I say these things, because so generally what you can find on the market is that when you find the software, it's generally good at one thing, but bad at the other. And so you will end up using several different platforms and somehow link them together, and you get the best out of each of them, right? So that's generally how it goes. One company specifies for something, and then they are going to be the expert on that one, and that software is going to be superior in that single function. And so you also probably heard the term jack of all trades, masters none. So it's very rare that you find something in any given market. It's not just the software market, but you find anything that can beat all the other companies in their own specific function, right? And not all the functions, I have to say that as a disclaimer. GoHighLevel doesn't beat, like, I'm going to say an example, like GoHighLevel is not beating Typeform, for example, in the form building function or the survey building function, but it's pretty close. And the advantage to having that all in-house and not having the need to like link up separately, and also the pricing of Typeform is pretty high up. But most of the functions that GoHighLevel has are either at the same level as other companies who specialize for that specific function, or even superior than that. This is the main reason why I started to stick with GoHighLevel, because I have been working with everything that's out there on the internet. Any funnel builder software starting from ClickFunnels Classic 2.0, Kajabi, WordPress infrastructures. I have been working with all kinds of different stuff using Make.com and Zapier to link up all of these systems. And GoHighLevel was the very first one that changed the game for me. And then I realized it's actually a revolution that's going on with GoHighLevel, and I hope they're gonna keep up the speed. And now it seems like they are keeping up the speed because all the AI functions are coming in, and everyone knows by now that AI is the next big thing. So you have to be really on top of AI and AI implementation as a software company, and GoHighLevel does a very good job on that. So I am going to dive deep what sort of businesses can use GoHighLevel, what sort of businesses cannot use GoHighLevel that efficiently, or it's not really optimized for them. And as I'm going along this explanation, you will see why I really find GoHighLevel as a superior option compared with any other sales and marketing platform that's out there. So first of all, let's check what kind of plans GoHighLevel has and what kind of accesses you receive at any given plan. On GoHighLevel's website, you can see 2 different pricing. One is the starter for $97 and one is for $297. And there is one that you don't see from here, which is the SaaS option, software as a service option, which is $497. The way I'm going to make this video series is that I'm basically going to start from like the starter option and then go up to $297, and then eventually I'm also going to talk about the $497 later down the line. And the way they are structurizing these 3 different levels is that starter gives you 1 sub account. So basically you get 1 account with all of the functions that I'm going to talk about later on. The unlimited version, $297, is basically giving you the option to open up any amount of, like unlimited amount of sub accounts, which really means that it's going to be an agency account, because as an agency account, you can oversee all of your clients and your own account as well as an agency. And there is going to be the $497. And the $497 option is basically the software as a service option, which is an entirely new universe if we are comparing with any other platform that's out there right now. And basically the difference between the $297 and the $497 is that the $297 is a manual way of running an agency, and the $497 gives you the option as a software as a service solution to productize and automate the delivery of the sub accounts. So for example, if you onboard a client as an agency, then you manually open up, or you can use API to automatically open up, but basically you are pulling in different resources to the client, and then you just custom tailor to their needs. And what the software as a service solution does is that basically they are able to purchase from your website and then automatically get access and get the sub account delivered. And if you are attaching like video series of how to use this, and including with your own expertise of how your snapshot or your assets that you put in that sub account can be deployed and custom tailored, then it's literally a SaaS, because at that point you are kind of like an agency where you are delivering your deliverables by code. So it's kind of more automated version of it. So one last note before I jump into the details of what functions there are is that each of these 3 levels are a new sort of revolution, or a new level of revolution on this market, because the starter is already beating everything which is on the market right now. So you have all the functions included in one single account. So let's say if I'm opening up a ClickFunnels account, I have way more functions that I can use here. So I can use my calendars, my funnels, I can use AI automations, simple, not AI automations, like regular automations. You can keep your contact list here. You can use your CRM here, Google review automation, and Google review reply by AI. So a lot of different functions. You can check up here on this picture how much things it's exchanging. And when you're going 1 level up, this is kind of like the area where no one even gets close, or any other software even gets close to what it unlocks. And so this one, the starter, is relevant mainly for individual businesses who deploy GoHighLevel for their own. And this is why I'm going to start my video series with videos specified for this and for the actual functions and how you set up a sub account, because this is relevant for everyone, regardless if you are an info product owner or an agency owner. You have to know how to set up sub accounts. Or if you are either just a freelancer opening up separate GoHighLevels for your clients individually. And so the agency version has a lot of more extra functions for agencies. This is when I'm going to continue my video series once I'm finished with this part, because this is more relevant for agencies, how to handle the sub accounts and how to make them more automated, how to move between the sub accounts and such. There are a couple of functions which this level adds. And so the last one is going to be really for the agencies who are at the level where they have so much deliverables and so large of a audience. So especially if an agency owner is also building a personal brand and have a large following, it makes a lot of sense to kind of softwareize their agency delivery, if you will. So I think that's like a narrow amount of people, or like a narrow target audience, compared to obviously the agency level and of course the starter level. I honestly think though that this is what's used most of the times by people. So I think this is like the most frequently used account type. I'm not sure of that. I don't have a data on that one, but that's just my assumption. And so now, as you see kind of like the 3 tiers that GoHighLevel operates at, and you have a rough grasp of what functions there are and what kind of tools you can use in GoHighLevel. In the next video, we are going to jump into a sub-account right away and take a look at how to properly use and set up a GoHighLevel account. Before I close up this video though, I want to make sure that you know if GoHighLevel is right for you, right? So I mentioned multiple times that service-based businesses, info businesses, agencies are absolutely the target audience of this software. I would not recommend anything else but using GoHighLevel if you are falling in one of these categories. Even if you are like a local business, like a moving company, painting company, whatever area you are doing your local business in, this is the most superior software. And I think the only one type of business which it's not entirely designed for is the e-commerce businesses, because GoHighLevel does have a integration developed with Shopify. So that kind of makes it easier, and it would make sense to use Shopify as like a web shop engine and do everything else in GoHighLevel. It can be a try. I've honestly never done that before. And if you have done that before, then leave a comment below and just sum up, please, how you made that happen and what's your experience are, and if it really makes sense to do that. And so GoHighLevel also have their own kind of like e-com store, or you can build e-com stores, but it's not even close. The functions are not even close to Shopify and the complexity. So that's like in a very early stage. So for e-commerce platforms, I would not recommend to use this. It's more for service-based businesses, info businesses, local businesses, and specifically for online marketing agencies or agencies that handle clients, build funnels, run ads, needs to build automations and such. So people who are growth operators, so go into businesses and basically changing that business's life, right? Like building everything up from the ground. These are the sort of businesses GoHighLevel is really good for, and e-com is, I think, at the time of recording, it's not really the platform. The platform is not quite there yet, but we will see how it goes in the future and how the platform is going to change, because missing out on e-com is a big, big miss. At the same time, I do understand that taking everything all at once is a big task. So let's see how GoHighLevel is going to change over the upcoming month and years, and we will adjust to that, obviously. And if the e-com part is changing, I'm going to make a video about this, so don't worry about that. This is roughly the summary why you should really go along this journey with me and join into this video series. And so without further ado, see you in the next one. We are going deep in GoHighLevel.